All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another video. All right, y'all, shout out to one of my commenters, Mike Lee. He commented on my Juliana, Pena, Kayla Harrison video, and he brought up a good point there that reminded me that I cut my point out of my video. So shout out to Mike Lee because I re-recorded the video, and when I put it up, I said, I was asking myself, did I cover everything in this video? Because I recorded it once, right? And I think the quality of it wasn't that good or something. Like, I think I missed something, so I scrapped it and re-recorded the video, and I just kind of freestyled it too. That's why, I missed out on this point. But yeah, as I put the video up, I said, yeah, I think I got it. But I kept feeling like I missed something. But shout out to Mike Lee. When he posted this comment up, it reminded me that was something I wanted to bring up. But yeah, Mike Lee brought up in the comment section here. I'll just post a comment here. But he said one of the first things that came to me listening to this was how Kayla might need to up her game in regards to dealing with a striker. I'm not sure, but I believe Kayla is training alongside Dakota Ditcheva, and I heard they spar with each other. So that was something I wanted to bring up, Mike. I'm glad you did, because something I brought up in the original video was that, yes, Kayla Harrison and Dakota Ditcheva, they are sparring together. Since they are an American top team, they do get that work in with each other. They do spar, and they've been sparring together for a little while now. I believe they were sparring as far back for the Tyler Santos fight for Dakota. They were working on grappling together then, and I believe they were sparring, just since they've been in the American top team together. But, like some of the footage where they have been working together has been put out, like as far back as I believe the Larissa Pacheco fight with Kayla Harrison, the third fight, I believe. I saw a couple of pictures back then where Kayla Harrison was holding the mitts for Dakota, and recent IG stories with Dakota and Kayla, where I was going to, grab the pictures and show them to y'all that they were working together. But, IG photos, IG stories, they always expired, so they weren't up there anymore. But if you go to American Top Team's IG now, you can see some pictures of them, getting some light sparring in and probably get some hard sparring in. They're probably getting that work in. So, yeah, Kayla Harrison is working with Dakota Ditcheva, and Mike Lee brought that up in the comment section because he was mentioning the fact that one of the points that I brought up about Juliana Pena was, how is Kayla Harrison going to react to Juliana Pena's jab? How is she going to react to the Pena jab, right? Because Pena's got a good jab. Pena has a consistent, thumping, straight, basic jab, and it gets the job done. It knocks fighters off balance. So if it was knocking Amanda off balance and it was knocking Rocky Pennington off balance, I had to ask the question, like, how is Kayla going to react to it? Like, is her defense good enough to nullify it or slip it? Or will it rattle her and just kind of frustrate her? I don't know, but when you look at who she's sparring with now, Dakota, that's a good start. That's definitely a good start, because Dakota Ditcheva, she's a proven striker. She's one of the best strikers in WMMA today. And I believe, she'll give quite the variety to Kayla Harrison moving forward in their fight. And working with somebody like Dakota, like I said, you can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that. Iron sharpens iron, and Kayla Harrison needs all the work she can get to be a better fighter. That's the thing I like about Kayla Harrison, too. She's not the type of fighter that is selfish and prideful, like, oh, I can make it to the top off of one specialty. She's the type of fighter that understands that she has to work on many things, and to get better, you need more than one tool, right? To improve in this evolving game, you need more than one tool, right? Of course, some fighters in the past, they made it to the top with one, but the game evolves. The game evolves, and if the game's evolving, you got to evolve, right? So with Kayla Harrison in there with all these great champions, all these different types of styles and looks, why not work with one of the best strikers, right? You can't be prideful and say, oh, I'm better than this girl, I'm better than everybody, I'm bigger, I'm stronger than everybody. No, like, you working with smaller fighters in there, some of these smaller fighters know more than you, right? And I like the fact that, she's humble and she's always working with Dakota. And, they kind of, like I said, they kind of have that camaraderie there. So every time I seen like some pictures of them on IG, they were, working together. They seemed cool. You never really hear any backstories about the two hating on each other. So I think that's good. So going back to the whole Pena thing, I think that step one, to be able to nullify the jab for Kayla Harrison, she's doing the right thing by working with a great striker. Because if you're taking on somebody with a great jab, you need to train with people that have great jabs, all right? Now, some people always get my words twisted every time I say, like, wrestlers need to step up their striking or grapplers need to step up their striking. people always think I'm trying to say they need to turn into Floyd Mayweather or Ali or Joanna. You know what I mean? They think I'm saying, oh, this person has to be an A+ striker. No, not at all. But they do need to learn the fundamentals, and they need to learn what their enemy has in store for them. That's basically what I'm saying. You know, if you're a wrestler, you need to learn the fundamentals of boxing and the fundamentals of Muay Thai and kickboxing. So if you fight a Muay Thai fighter and a kickboxer, you know exactly what they're going to throw at you. You know how they're going to throw it. You know how to make them reset. You know their body language when they're about to pop off a jab or a teep kick to your stomach. You know, you got to know all of this stuff. So just because your specialty is wrestling, okay, that doesn't mean you don't need to learn this other stuff like your stand-up game, right? You still need to know the stand-up game to incorporate it into your style, but as well as just being able to know your enemy, all right? And that's what I think, Kayla Harrison is doing by working with somebody like Dakota. You know, Dakota has a long jab. You know, she's a long striker. So the more she works with Dakota, she'll know how to slip the jab of Pena, time the jab of Pena, maybe throw the right hand over the top over Pena's jab, you know, and even, you know, slide up under there and take her down. You know how to drop a level on somebody with a long jab. So you can't go wrong working with, you know, a long striker like Dakota in this situation, because even though Juliana Pena is like the greatest striker, she has those basics that Dakota knows. Dakota, she could probably watch footage on Juliana Pena and say, oh, I know exactly what she's going to do. I can mimic that, because Dakota's long too. You know, she can mimic the jab of Pena, no doubt, right? So getting that work in with Dakota is definitely going to benefit, and I think that's the first key she's going to need to be able to up her striking game, you know. So shout out to Mike. You know, I just wanted to kind of break that down because that's kind of what I missed in the last video. But yeah, man, Dakota, I see her all the time, you know, posted up with some of these other girls, you know, even the lesser girls like Paige Van Zandt and the LFA interim champion, Natasha Kusatina. I saw her and Dakota posted in the picture, and man, Natasha and Kusatina look busted up a little bit, man. So Dakota, she ain't playing. You know, she is not playing. I'm sure like she's not doing it on purpose, but it's probably not in her to hold back on some of these girls because they probably be coming at her. You know, Kayla Harrison is a big girl, so when they get to sparring and they get heated, things get heated. You know, I'm sure that Kayla Harrison, she probably be trying to come at Dakota like a rhino, and shoot, Dakota, she's got to have that stopping power in there sometimes, you know. So you see these girls with these marked up faces, and you see Dakota on the other side smiling, looking, you know, spick and span. I'm like, dang, you know who's getting the better of them. You know who's definitely getting the better of them. So yeah, Dakota Ditcheva is probably a really good fighter, a really good sparring partner to help her up her striking game against Juliana Pena. So that's definitely going to be a benefit going into the Juliana Pena fight, and that's probably what she needs to be able to stand up to that striking. So we'll see if it translates into the fight June 7th. You know, we'll see how that works out. But again, like you mentioned too in the comment, there is a benefit here also for Dakota. You know, she's working with a big, strong grappler. So that's going to help up Dakota's game whenever she gets to the UFC, right? You know, she's in there working with, you know, somebody that's big, strong, and can show her how to use her size, even though they're not like the same frame and same body type. Dakota's a big girl. You know, Dakota's a big girl, and somebody like Kayla can show her how to throw that weight around in there and even like get some good top position and show her how to use them elbows or elbows on the ground. So iron sharpens iron, y'all. So as long as they stay cool and they have that camaraderie, I think they can both benefit off each other, and that'd be a deadly duo. You know, Kayla learning Dakota striking and vice versa, with Dakota learning how to grapple like Kayla to a certain extent, or just learn how to step up her takedown defense by stopping her takedowns. Shoot, hey, that's how it goes, man. So yeah, iron sharpens iron, man. We'll see how this thing translates into the cage. But yeah, shout out to Mike for getting me to bring that up again, though, with that comment. And I know I drew off a longer video off that one point, but yeah, it was just something curious. I was curious about. I was just curious about it myself. You know, how is she going to handle the jab? I think Dakota's going to help her a lot moving forward in this fight, and, you know, and beyond. But guys, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Hit the like button and subscribe. It's WMMA Talk, Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.